Hey guys, it is Michelle and I'm here with my April TBR, so the list of books that I want to read in April. It's a little ambitious, especially considering how hectic April is as a teacher, but I'm going to try to get to these books. First up, this is a definite. I will be reading Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is book 3 in the Mistborn trilogy, and the Year of Cosmere group on Goodreads is reading this, and I have loved watching everybody else's comments and sharing and discussing, watching the videos and all that fun stuff. Next up, for Little Book Owl's Little Book Club, the April and March selection is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Originally, I hadn't planned on picking up this book, but I've heard such favorable reviews that I went and looked at the Look Inside feature on Amazon, and it hooked me. So I added it to my wish list, and I'll be picking it up and reading it in April. Next, with the BookTube Reading Buddies group, I'll be reading Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, and this is a book that is pre-apocalyptic and post-apocalyptic. So it has to do with some kind of disease wiping out a big chunk of the population, so I'm interested to see how that one plays out, and I've heard nothing but good things. Next on my list is part of my 2015 Read Harder Challenge, and this satisfies the category of read a book by an author who is not the same gender as you. So I chose John Scalzi simply because I've been wanting to read a John Scalzi book, and we're not the same gender. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to read, and so when I posted my TBR for that, Elena from Elena Reads Book says, hey, let's buddy read that one. So we set it for April, and I'm looking very forward to buddy reading with her. She is so fun. If you haven't checked out her videos, you need to. Next, I have an advanced reader's copy, digital, from NetGalley, of What Remains by Helene Dunbar. And this is a YA novel that follows Cal, and in one tragic car accident, he not only loses one of his best friends, but he loses his ability to play baseball, and he is understandably devastated. And so this follows him on his journey with dealing with all of that, and it's going to come out on May 8th, so I want to make sure that I read it and do my review in April. My digital TBR jar project for the digital pick chose The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton, and I'm looking very forward to this one. I've heard good things. It is adult fiction, literary fiction, and apparently there's a young lady who gets married to kind of an older guy. She doesn't know him very well, and she has to run the household now. And as a gift, she gets a miniature version of the house, and weird things start to happen with the miniature. Either things start to get rearranged or items get added. I'm not sure which it is. But that kind of foreshadows things that are going to happen for real in the house. So it sounds intriguing. I'm not sure if it's suspenseful or if there's magical realism or if it's kind of a mystery. I'm not sure. But it sounds intriguing, and I'm looking forward into figuring out the mystery for myself. And lastly, the digital TBR jar project for the physical book chose Au revoir, Crazy European Chick by Joe Schreiber. And this is a book about Perry. He is in high school, and his family has taken on an exchange student from Europe who happens to be related to the mob. So he finds out kind of the shenanigans that she is up to and gets sucked in. And I'm hoping from the sound of it that this is just kind of funny and action-packed and just kind of a fun thing to read. So that is my TBR list. There is not much from my 2015 Read Harder Challenge on here, but I know April will be stressful, and I'm way ahead on that challenge for the year, so we're just going to leave it at that for now. All right, if there are any books on this list you would like to buddy read, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. Thank you so much for watching, and happy reading.